guys, welcome back to my channel. In one of the last videos I said to you that I'm going to show you the books about nutrition and fitness and health that I've read, that I own, and I've got actually quite a few books that I haven't read. I absolutely love reading, and I love reading about health and fitness. I love learning new stuff about that, or like, you know, this is my passion. And I just love reading, and I always try to get sort of like books like this. I don't like all these electronic stuff, because these books are, I love to sort of, this is what I do, you can see in books. So I always, like, you know, put some marks. I always, so that if I need any information I can go back to it and I can start reading. I know, like, sort of how to look at this stuff. And yeah, so I decided I'm going to make probably a few videos, because this videos might be a little bit longish, because I have quite a few books, but I want to tell you a little bit more about them and if I recommend them. So today I'm going to start with Patrick Holford's books, and I'll tell you who Patrick Holford is. Britain's leading nutrition authority, writing regularly in national newspapers and frequently appearing on television. His books include the best-selling Optimum Nutrition Bible, Optimum Nutrition for the Mind, the H Factor, which deals with the importance of lowering your homocysteine levels. He is the founder of the Institute for Optimum Nutrition, which I would love to one day do a course over there. I've been to two of his lectures, and it was amazing. You know what, I love his books because they are very informative. You can get loads of information. It's sort of, I think it's the, like, you know, sort of way of eating that I follow, and or try to do my best to follow, and I absolutely, most of the stuff that I know, apart from my courses, I know from his books. So there is quite a few, so be patient. So I'm going to start actually. So the first book, and I showed you this one before, is the Optimum Nutrition Bible. The book you have to read if you care about your health. So this is basically everything in, like, all the basics in this book. So he's going to tell you how your body works, like what you need to do to sort of have healthy diet, and about like all sorts of different problems as well. But it's sort of, it's not, he doesn't go really too deep into all these problems. He does have some solutions over there in that book. Let me just, yeah, what is Optimum? So the first chapter is, part one is what is Optimum. So it's health, who wants to be average, defining optimum nutrition, and blah blah blah. Part two is defining the perfect diet. Part three is the wonderful world within. So he's talking about what you eat, improving your digestion, and stuff like that. The part four is benefits of optimum nutrition. Part five, nutrition for all ages. Part six, your personal nutrition program. Part seven, A to Z of nutritional healing. Part eight, nutrient fact file, A to Z. Next part is food fact file. So this is sort of all in one, but I also bought a lot of his books, like, separately. And the first one will be the first one that I actually read recently, is Supplements for Super Health, what to take and when to take them. And these little books are sort of like, they have about sort of 180, 150, between 150 and 200 pages, and he goes sort of deep into that, to describing the problem, and yeah, and it's like, in this book he actually explains why some people should take supplements, or most people, because you see, what I like about it is, I think he's got they've got this place in Fulham. If someone comes to them with a problem, basically they check all the like, they do all the blood tests, they check all the, like, you know, the levels of, like, vitamins, minerals and other stuff in their body, because everyone should be treated as an individual. We are all different, we have all different, like, health history, we are all basically different. So there's not like one pill for everyone, and everyone should be treated as an individual. So you have to actually check first what you're lacking or what you have too much of in your body, and then treat it. Get to the root of the problem. And he is actually explaining why we should take supplements, then how to tell if you're lacking any sort of vitamins or minerals, like all these individual nutrients. And I think it's really good if you ever wonder, like, is like multivitamin enough for me, which most of the time it isn't. So yeah, so if you want to know more about supplements, read this book. I highly recommend it. Next one is Solve Your Skin Problems. Here he goes into all these skin problems, all sorts of different ones. And what I actually is, it says basically understanding your skin. So basically at the beginning of every of this little book, he always explains like about how your body works. In this case, like understanding your skin. So is what is your skin strength and suppleness, skin damage, sun, teens and menopause, nail signals. And then he sort of explains like how detoxing, like digestions and all this stuff like affects your skin. Then you've got skin solutions for all these problems: acne, skin healing, skin cancer, psoriasis, blah blah blah. Active skin rejuvenation. If you you know what, I love reading all these books because I can read about anything, even if I haven't got any problem, but I love to learn more. But if you have any skin problems or you want to get to know more about skin problems, this is the book for you. Next book is Balancing Hormones Naturally. Obviously this one I had to have as I had hormonal problems before. So this is about all sorts of different hormonal problems, obviously, like understanding your body. This is always the sort of like beginning of his books, understanding your body. So you have to understand your body to sort of know how to treat the problem, to get to the root of the problem. So it's not like doctors that they treat only the symptoms. This is knowing your body, knowing how it works, and knowing how to restore the balance to sort out the problem. So yeah, hormones. Next book is Beat Stress and Fatigue as well. Great book. Same sort of thing about all the stress and what affects stress and sugar, especially sugar, and like fatigue. And at the end of the book he's got some nice recipes that you could use for health, obviously, and to manage your stress and fatigue. And this book is Hidden Food Allergies, is what you eat making you ill. About food allergies, about all sorts of different allergies, how to recognize them, how your body works, how to manage them, and all that stuff. Good book. I've got this book as well, 500 Health and Nutrition Questions Answered, and this one's about 500 pages, and this is sort of like questions that people might ask, like most common really questions on all sorts of different health problems, and really interesting just to have a read through. It covers all sorts of like problems, from probably hormonal problems to like digestion problems, like even sweating, and like cystitis, anxiety, and stuff like that. So you can find pretty much anything in there. Now I have here The Secrets of 100% Health Cookbook, Simple and Delicious Recipes for Optimum Health. So this book, 1/3 of this book is very good, because it's like how to sort of achieve optimum nutrition, or as he calls it, 100% health. Defining 100% health and the perfect diet. Great book because it tells you very briefly really, but sort of like when you read it you think like, oh, I don't really need more information because I understand it, like what we should be eating, how we should be even cooking, what about like about nutrients as well, and all his. Then you have table of dishes and scores, so you have sort of like every dish has got like really all these scores, like if it's the glycemic load, then if you've got essential fats, B vitamins, and stuff like that. So most of the recipes are I believe, vegetarian. There's some a little bit more fish recipes and not too much meat. I read somewhere that Patrick Holford hasn't eaten meat for 30 years or something like that, or more. I don't know if it's true, but I read it somewhere. But there is actually, like here, there is some meat recipes, and it says meat recipes, but there's not too many. But I guess it's something for everyone, for meat eaters, for fish eaters, for vegetarians, but most of the stuff is vegetarians. Lovely recipes, and most of all, healthy. And the book I could not forget about, this is the last book, Patrick Holford's book, How to Quit Without Feeling Shit. This is the book that actually helped me quit smoking, and I'll put link to their smoking videos here. This book is amazing. It's quite big, but he is talking about all sorts of different addictions, from alcohol, cigarettes, drugs, what else, painkillers, coffee, sugar, anything that you want to sort of quit. He's got the solution for it. First, he is explaining at the beginning how our brain works, how the chemistry works, and it is restoring your brain chemistry will help you to quit whatever you're trying to quit. And it's amazingly written in that sense that when you read this book, you know why you're doing what you're doing, why you are addicted, and how to help yourself. And he's got the solution for about, if I remember correctly, for 3 months. Right at the end, for every problem, there's sort of like a prescription. Let me show you, like this. So let's say alcohol prescription, and he says like what supplements to take for, and how much, and when. And I can tell you this now, that if not this book, I took supplements when I quit smoking, and I believe it helped me a lot. This book is amazing. When I went to one of his lectures, I actually saw a lady who asked him to sign the book, and she actually like hugged him, because she said that this book helped her as well quit. And you know what, if you want to quit smoking, or if you want to understand why you're addicted, or not even smoking but anything you're addicted to, buy this book. I highly recommend it. So this would be when it comes to books, Patrick Holford's books, and there will be more, obviously. I will show you more books that I have in my little library, and I read, or I'm planning to read. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you read any Patrick Holford's books, let me know, and thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.